Hi folks, Josh Clark again, bringing you the final recording for this series which will cover maintenance. More often than we'd like to admit, one of the most crucial considerations that a designer should keep in mind, project maintenance, is either glossed over or not considered during the planning stage of a project. Unfortunately, projects suffer in the long term when this happens. There are a few things that go a long way if a designer can keep them in mind at the drawing table. Some may sound familiar and some may seem like common sense, but in the end, all should be implemented for a project to be successful over its lifetime. The first question that should be asked is who will be maintaining the project. Key to this is an understanding what a property owner can maintain themselves or if they are going to hire a contractor to conduct the maintenance. If a contractor is to be hired, designers and property owners should keep in mind that not all landscape folks are cut from the same cloth. Chesapeake Bay Landscape Professionals, or CBLPs, are a great place to look for qualified contractors for maintenance. But at the minimum, anyone contracted to maintain a project should have a proven track record of understanding and the workings and maintenance of BMPs. They should also know the proper care of native plants. Designers can call this preference out on a designer's maintenance plan and give proper resources to whoever the project owner is. If the property owner is willing to take the maintenance on themselves, it becomes a capacity question that boils down to sweat equity versus money. Sweat equity is the property owner's willingness or ability to maintain the projects themselves over time. A young, motivated person may be able to invest more sweat equity than an aging congregation. Through the lens of money, capacity can run a spectrum. If the property owner is affluent, they may be able to devote enough funds to properly maintain a project for its lifetime. If a property owner doesn't have that capacity, design decisions should be made that allows long-term maintenance to fit within their budget. Understanding the capacity of the property owner allows the designer to adjust the complexity and expectations of the project from the get-go. Related to capacity is the legibility of a project. If the project owner is not a plant person, keeping the project's planting plan simple with easy to understand massings and groupings and a minimal number of species can be useful for its long-term maintenance. Designers can adjust this as they understand what an owner can handle. At a minimum, photos or drawings of the plants as they look in various seasons is helpful in identifying a weed versus an intentional plant. A design decision that WSA advocates for, especially with the use of perennials, is to make sure that they are planted densely. Designers have complete control on how many plants they call out for a project. Planting plants densely from the beginning, meaning at least 1 foot on center, ensures that there are more intentional plants to outcompete invasive species. This also helps to quickly fill in massings and keep the planting plan legible. The most important thing a designer can do for the long-term maintenance of their project is to ensure they provide the project owner with a maintenance plan. This plan should be clear, concise, and describe what should be done and when. Maintenance plans can be used by the project owner or contractor as a guide for what needs to be done to maintain a project. Each project and site will require different maintenance regimens, and each plan should be tailored to its project, but WSA can help provide starting templates for this purpose. This concludes this series. We've covered a lot of grounds, but please, as questions arise, don't forget to reach out.